That's disturbing to me. Like, let's break that down psychologically.
Okay.
Now, first of all, when he said that, I'm thinking, because I've said dumb things in the middle of a speech or whatever. By the way, Thursday night, I'm going to be at the Montgomery County Pachyderm Club, which is the Republican club, Montgomery County down there, giving a speech. And every now and then you're doing that and you say something, you're like, that kind of came out not right. And I was like, did he just kind of slip up and just use a phrase, Uncle Joe? Mm-hmm. Or was he legitimately referring to Joe Biden?
I mean, it would track with all of the previous things we've heard him say about Joe Biden.
You're right. So it's almost like he's saying, hey, I'm not taking responsibility for this moron. Mm-hmm. We all know what's wrong with Joe.
He's still part of the family.
And that's another thing. It's like, know your audience. Like sometimes you could say things like I just said, I'm going to tell stories Saturday night that I wouldn't tell in a lot of places, but I'm going to film it. So who knows where that'll go. Mm-hmm. And maybe because he was speaking at a Raphael Warnock runoff campaign event. And maybe he thought, well, I'm just saying it to these folks. They'll know because this is family, right? We're in the family here. But you're Barack Obama. That thing's going to get out.
Right.
What? Should you take more away from that than just the surface value of it? I mean, is that the former president telling us that the current president is a moron?
I think so.
Almost like, hey, we all know he's an idiot, but he's our village's idiot.
Yes.
And we're gonna say he's crazy.
You don't give him any serious responsibility. I mean, again, that tracks with everything that we've heard, not just from what Obama has said himself, but also who's really running the administration.
Exactly. And that's why, to me, this thing is more than just funny. That's the point, is he's telling the world we're the ones in charge.
Yes. There are a lot of Easter eggs that these people leave.
Yeah.
Go back to Balenciaga. Like, nothing is unintentional, I think, with the left.
Yeah. Because that's why they don't even. Did you see the deal the other night? What was it? The little Lincoln Christmas or whatever, when Joe's on the podium and Jill's standing next to him. And what was it? LL Cool J is standing over there, and Joe has the microphone, and he's done with it, and he just turns, doesn't know where he's going. You know how his lost moments on stage, and he just walks with the microphone. He forgot to leave it on the podium, so he just carried it with him and just walked down into the audience with the microphone, kind of thing.
I didn't see this.
Yeah.
Oh,
and this was just the other night. This was over the weekend. It's so I don't think they care that he's that way.
Well, I don't
because it doesn't matter. He doesn't have to be astute.
He doesn't have to be, and they realize that they can't hide it anymore, right? Like there's no hiding it. It's out on display. So what are they going to do? There's nothing they can do. They just have to not care and just keep doing what they're doing behind the scenes.
And I mean, maybe he just misspoke. He just pulled a name out, and said, Uncle Joe, but.
I mean,
we've been calling him Creepy Uncle Joe for a long time, so I like to think that intellectually Barack Obama's a little more on point. He knows what he's saying.
Correct.
I mean, isn't he one of those supposed to be one of the greatest orators in the world?
Of all time. Right. That's what I'm saying.
Of course, everything I say would be smart too if there were 2 seconds between every word.